What is up, everybody? Aviation 2003 here. Coming back to you with another video. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but today I'm going to show you how I make my custom models, as I've gotten a lot of requests on Instagram on how I make them. So today I'm going to show you how to do that. So first off, you're going to need a plane that you want to customize. So what I did, I had that Delta connection, CRJ 700, and Philly doesn't get Delta CRJ 700s all that often. I don't really do any other airports that I would use it for. So I was like, why not? Let's try to make a custom CRJ 700. This plane was the old Piedmont A319. I explained in my last video that I tried to make it the American Piedmont. That didn't go so well, so I made it a Delta at first, and you guys really never got to see that. So then I switched over, and I was just like, hey, let's try to make it a regular living American. See what we can do here. The CRJ 700 is better. This was my first attempt at the American one. I will make another video redoing this plane so I can show you guys how I put the decals and everything on and how to actually assemble the model. Next up, I'll show you the materials that I use to make American Airlines models. The first thing you're going to need is a model, of course, and then I used this gloss metallic silver spray paint, and you can really find this at any craft store. I got this at Michael's. I found this to be pretty close to American Airlines colors. It's a little darker and shinier. Like here, I'll show you the American Eagle ERJ 145 next to the CRJ 700. You can see it's a little darker, but it's not terrible. They also, sorry about that, Testers also makes a gray that was kind of close, but I went with the silver. I will try the gray for you guys in the future, though. I will go get one of those and try it out on a model. But the silver, it's really not terrible for doing customs. And here, I'll put the NG 737 next to there. So it's not terrible. It works. So I'll put these to the side. So that. Next up, some white spray paint, and I'll explain why. And then you're going to need this Decal bonder spray, and you will also see why in a minute. As we will be printing our own decals on this stuff. Oh, my bad. This stuff right here. This is, I'll take a sheet out for you guys. This is decal paper, water slide decal paper. I bought, pretty sure, a 20 pack on eBay for 10 bucks. It's inkjet printer usable, so I just stick that paper in the inkjet printer or just in your colored printer. Let it dry for like 5 minutes, the ink, and then you go over it with this spray and spray down the decals, so when you place the decals in the water, the ink doesn't rub off. So you need this. You're gonna need decal paper. You can try it with regular paper. I did that before, and it wasn't terrible. It just might be a little harder to get the decals to bend the way you want. I did that with the first Delta 319 I did. I just printed everything in paper, and then I got this decal paper. So you'll need some of that. Need a razor blade of some sort. Some Q-tips for wetting down the decals and sorry about that. Wiping down the plane with the water. So as you go to put the decal on, dip this in water before you put the decal. Wet the model, and you can use these to help wet this and then help move the decal around. Scissors, tweezers, a roll of tape, and a ruler of some sort to help you cut straight edges. So now I'll explain to you the process of why the white paint is used. So let me zoom in on this model for you guys. Get it to stay. I'll use a can of this to hold up my phone. Sorry about that. Alright, so to get the white paint is for back here, because when you print the decal, the white won't show up white, it will show up clear. So what I had to do was tape off the silver part like to here, all the way around and paint the whole back tail section white, and the decal will show up white. And then I sprayed a little bit of the silver back into like the cap and just repainted all around where white shouldn't be and where you can't see it. The other side I believe is a little better looking, the decal. Yeah, the decals is a little better on this side. It goes down a little far, but for a custom, it looks pretty good. I'd say the Eagle titles, the windows, and the doors look really good. Turned out way better than I thought. So I did the same thing on the A319. Had to paint it white back here, and put the decal on, and then repaint it over silver. That is that. Bunch of crap on the counter. Sorry about that. Now, I have a Google Doc that have my CRJ decals and Airbus narrow body American decals on it. So I will move that in for you guys. As you can see, sorry I accidentally paused the video, but here you can see are the decals I have. So you print them out. I cut out the windows for here. I just cut the tail to there and across and use that and cut off the top. So you do not want the horizontal stabilizers in it. For the American Eagle titles, I use the Eagle titles but cut off the logo and use one of the smaller logos, as the logo is not after the Eagle, it's before the AA. So plus this is way better size. This is too big. On Instagram, you can DM me and I will share this document with you. Or if I remember, I'll put the link in the description for this and the narrow body Airbus decals, and you can use them. I don't have the Airbus ones pulled up, but it's pretty similar to these. Everything's there. Just cut it out and stick them on. So that's that. And now we'll look at the model one more time. The thing is, you'll just have to, I tried to pick apart the model as best I could. For some reason, the old paint was really peeling off the engines back here, and I really don't know why. So it kind of made it pretty crappy back there, but I might pick off that engine and just sand down that crack in there, and it'll fit pretty smooth. From a distance, it looks really good. I'd say the front over here is perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that right there. It looks really good in my opinion. From a distance, even the back, it looks okay. So the CRJ 700 definitely turned out way better because, I don't know, just did a better job on this one. The 319 was like my first go with the AA stuff. So what I might do, I don't really like how those windows look with the titles right there. Plus the titles are kind of bent. I might just take the windows out in some spots and then just stick the titles there. This plane's been through a lot. It's probably been painted like 6 times already, this A319, so that's why it looks a little rough. The CRJ 700 just sanded it down and gave it one nice coat of silver. I wasn't using the CRJ 700 Delta for Delta. Philly gets 900s. And geminijets, they don't like to release regional jets for Delta, United, and American, really. Especially Delta and American. They've done okay with the Uniteds the last year. But we've gotten, the last American Eagle plane was the E175 back in May 2018. May or April or June. I think it was June. So it's been 2 years since we've gotten an American Eagle plane. CRJ 700 came out in 2015, so it's already been 5 years for the 700. The 900 geminijets, I don't know what they're doing there, but I give up trying for the 900. Maybe one day a miracle will happen and it'll come out. But the 700, they're expensive. You might get lucky and get one for $60 to like $100. But yeah, this was, when I got the Delta CRJ 700, it was $30. and then the paint was 4, and the decal paper is 10. I've already had the paper. But the thing is, you can make many models with the paper and the paint. So it really comes down to it, and it's worth it. It really is worth it. And if you can do it correctly and do it good, you'll be happy with it. Like, this doesn't look terrible. It's just really hard to sand down these smaller parts and get them to look clean like the factory does. The bottom is a little rougher down here. As you can see, it's just a little rougher. I know the AA, the real plates, they have like a layered gray on the bottom, but that's kind of hard to do with the decals, as light colors really don't like to show up. And yes, this is the absolutely horrible CRJ 700 mold as well, so sorry about that. Actually, that's geminijets' fault. Oh yeah, so what I do is pick apart the planes. I try to my best. As I pop the wings out of the CRJ 700, I was able to actually pop the gear sockets out as well, like the whole gear, so that was easier to paint the wings bottom. You can see a little paint I got on the wing, and I tried to scrape that. The engines I got off, horizontal stabilizers, and it's just easier to take care of like paint everything. Like back here, horizontal stabilizers came off, wings popped off, main gear popped off, and I will go grab the other custom model I have, the Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 I made, so I'll be right back. And I'm back with the Lufthansa Cargo MD-11. The front decals, well, the thing is, the reason you can really see the decals because I didn't repaint this fuselage. So it's smooth from the original, which was a World MD-11. Engines were repainted white, and I had to do the tail. The tail's it's a little rough. I might redo this plane, honestly, if I feel like it. But the tail logo, the problem is I couldn't get a decal to just hold the color, so it just kept coming out clear and it wasn't showing up, so I had to paper print it, and it was hard to get the white line. But this was my first go, like with the decals, and I think it turned out alright. There's a little smudge right there, which I think that will come off. I don't know how that got there, honestly. I was trying to get it to come off, but it's whatever. This model was just like, you know, I was stuck in quarantine. 20 bucks for this MD-11. I was really bored. I really needed something new to do. And I also had to paint the bottom wings of the wings white, which it actually matched pretty well to the fuselage. So that made me pretty happy there, because Lufthansa likes white wings. But the top on their MD-11s are silver. It's like the only plane in their fleet that has silver wings compared to the rest of their fleet where they're all white. So I got really lucky with that. I forgot about that when I bought this model. I was like, oh no, am I gonna have to paint the top too? But yeah, for one more comparison, I'll put these two models next to each other. And yeah, I will make a video of actually applying the decals shortly. I might honestly buy like a Dragon Wings A321 for like 20 bucks off of eBay and just do that and put the decals on that and start fresh for you guys. Other than that, this video is pretty much it. Then I know it's been a while for a Philadelphia update. It will probably be until mid-August until I get you guys one. There's a good reason why. I'm waiting for some models. And this update should have a lot of good new models in it. I've really been beefing up the American Airlines fleet, and you will see that in the next update. Along with these two, I guess you can call them new models, the CRJ 700 for American and that A319. I do have another American Airlines model on the way, and I will have quite a few more coming, and you should know what they are. If you know Philly, you know what plane I said in the last update I really needed, and it's coming out, which I just gave it away, which will be the American 787. So pre-ordered 3 of those And probably gonna get another 3 of those just to replace the E330s. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll put my Instagram down below. If I can't get the link, I'll just look it up, DM me, ask me questions, leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all later.